Hi everyone, welcome to the 2016 National League Championship. It's the third place game featuring the quote-unquote home team, the Olympic Club, taking on Alumni alongside UC Davis men's head coach Dan Layson. Greg Meskel here with you in Berkeley at the Speaker Aquatics Complex, home of the Cal Bears. And we're underway, Alumni in the Whitecaps, Olympic Club in the dark, as we get things started here. These two teams, of course, hope to be in the title game, but each lost yesterday in semifinal action. Alumni falling to the New York Athletic Club, and O Club falling to USA Blue.
It's Matt Burton starting off the game with a 5-meter foul shot. No good.
John Sibley starting for Olympic Club. Shea Lapine for Alumni. And here's Olympic Club looking inside, and Lapine is there for the steal. Alumni now will take another look on offense. Nikola Vavic threads the ball inside, a turn and a save. Sibley ranging right to deny Lance Morrison. But in transition and exclusion.
Exclusion on Andrew Rigo. Wasn't pleased with that call.
They rarely are. And a power play here for Olympic Club. Reynolds now. Swings to Monsees. They go around the horn, Alexander. Good look in front, a little too much pace on that one. Tried to spot J.P. McDonnell in close. And off the mark, we stay scoreless.
Alexander really tried to force that one into the post, see if he could beat the defense. Wasn't successful.
Both these teams won on their first match of the day yesterday. Alumni topping USA SoCal 11-8. Olympic Club over NorCal, no offense, Dan, 10-6.
No offense taken.
Ball's tipped out, it'll come back in. And Alumni will control the new shot clock, 2 minutes gone by. We're in the first quarter here, Morrison looking to control. Championship match to follow, New York Athletic Club, USA Blue. Little casual pass over the top there, looking for Matt Burton and nobody home.
A little play out of 1980s with a regular foul at center and a drive. What's going on out there?
Just missing the flags. In transition, here's Reynolds. Olympic Club attacking. He'll have a look. Reynolds lob, and too much air underneath that one, sails over the goal. Vavic. Here's Lenhart. Under 10 on the shot clock. Vavic now gives a look, lefty to lefty. And that might have been blocked, otherwise he sailed it high.
That's a former Trojan and a former Bruin now working together.
In harmony.
In harmony.
You don't see it too often. And on the other end, a big stuff by Lapine.
Colin Mulcahy working in his element down there on the deep wing. Seems to be able to work with really small advantages and create shots with almost no space.
Shot clock to 5 for Alumni.
That's really poor clock awareness by Alumni on that play. That's going to create a counterattack for Olympic Club.
Olympic Club, Zach Monsees leaking out. Lefty, but he's stripped. How about Lenhart with the rip on the break?
Great hustle by Dan Lenhart to get back.
Monsees Thinking he had time there, but Lenhart had other ideas.
It's amazing how how so many players think they have more time than they really do. I thought for sure he was going to get that one off.
Life is short, shoot that ball. Under 4 to play. First quarter, still scoreless. Well, after our last game, Dan, with 24 combined goals, it seems like a defensive battle here, but we're still early. Reynolds missing the cap, spinning inside, but Lapine has the ball. And they are up if Lapine can spot it. A little short arm on the throw. Had Burton if he could have put something more on that one.
Very clean defense by Nikolavovich on the wing against Paul Reynolds at the other end, able to keep his hands up and avoid getting excluded, even though he was out of position. It's important in those situations to play clean defense and show the referee that you're not committing an exclusion.
Kind of a broken play here for Alumni as the shot clock was to 5 and an easy steal for Olympic Club. But now Sibley will come out to about 5 meters to give a look.
I believe Alumni chose that possession to take a little bit of a break, regroup, get ready to play defense.
A calculated breather in the water. On the other end, that's deflected as J.P. McDonnell puts it on net. And a timeout will be called by Alumni.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle all this defense after last game.
It is quite the change of pace.
I'm sure it'll break open soon.
Still scoreless. Teams are getting some chances. You look at that wide open break O Club had with Monsees. That you figured would have been a sure goal. But credit Lenhart in getting back. And good to see that guy still playing. I know he really battled some injuries when he was at UCLA and had some time where he was out of the pool, but clearly he's still in a spot where he can play at a pretty high level.
Yeah, he battled through a ton of adversity in his college career, and it's great to see him playing. He actually lives in, out of California. He lives in Toledo, Ohio right now, and so I think that he's really enjoying being able to come out and play with Alumni Club, play on these weekends. Seems to be really enjoying it.
Toledo, Ohio, not
yeah.
bad. Well, we know our folks at Ohio Water Polo will be excited to hear that.
I think he helps out with the club out there. I don't know exactly the name of it, but
yeah. Moose Water Polo, one of the big clubs in the Ohio area.
Great name for a club.
It is. It's hard to forget Moose Water Polo.
That one and the Viper Pigeon.
Viper Pigeon down in Texas.
Yep.
These are memorable names.
Alumni working for a post-up play out of a timeout. They drove one player across and a new center in from the wing.
Shot clock to 10. Out of the break. And they try and paint that corner. Sibley's there to tip it away. And O Club. It's funny, everyone kind of waited for Sibley to fully get that ball under his possession before starting their attack.
I think neither team knew whether it was truly going to hit the lane line. I think everybody thought it was, and then somehow it didn't.
John Sibley, the former Cal Bear, knowing the tricks of the pool here at Speaker, keeping that one from hitting the end line. The other way now, shot clock to 6. Timer to 2, and they won't get it off. Ball came free.
I believe that's a case of referees knowing the shot clock and not blowing the whistle because they know the shot clock. That's an excellent move by Marin Ballerin at 2 meters. He moved the ball into an advantageous position. That's a penalty or exclusion, but sometimes the referees aware of the shot clock don't make the call.
Ballerin had position. Didn't get a shot off before the shot clock expired, and now another shot clock about to expire. Here's an ordinary. And perhaps a chance for a catch and shoot from Alumni. Quick on the trigger, on the clock, not the shooter, and the timer expires.
Plays a little bit unorganized. A lot of people trying to create one-on-one rather than a structured, more standard classical offense for Alumni, but can be successful if you have the talented players.
Under a minute to go, first quarter. We're still scoreless. Third place game, National League Championship. Sefton, known for posting up, but he shows the outside range. Peter Sefton hitting.
Peter Sefton in his college career hit a lot of really important outside shots. He has a strong shot. He can play inside and outside.
You talked about the importance yesterday of a 2-meter guy that can also shoot it from the outside. Sefton showing his versatility.
The other side of that coin is a 2-meter player who can't shoot that well, but wants to shoot every time he's on the perimeter. I've known a few of those in my time.
Yeah, those aren't the best teammates at times. I would imagine.
Those centers get out of the middle and they just think they have a green light sometimes.
Even Shaq took a couple of three-pointers every now and again. So
just to shoot the ball without someone hanging on, it's got to feel good.
Yeah. Nice steal. Defense by Monsies. And Olympic Club will call for time ahead of 1-0, which is 26 seconds left.
Matt Burton with the reverse turn attempt. He just didn't move the ball in front of his defender quite enough. Monsi's able to recover and steal it.
So a timeout here. Each team has used their allotted first quarter timeout. 1-0 Olympic Club, but a chance to go ahead 2-0. Championship game on deck, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. New York Athletic Club, USA Blue. New York undefeated, the favorites, USA Blue, the reigning champs, so a nice battle there upcoming.
Shout out to Mark Cousineau for playing Camper Van Beethoven during the timeout.
Mark Cousineau, who is the PA announcer here and at many high-level water polo events and also at USC, has a playlist as varied as they come.
I always enjoy it. Somehow he stays current, yet he mixes in the oldies. I mean, it's a,
yeah,
you know.
He will fire up just the hottest chart-topping R&B kind of club banger and then give us a little Bruce Springsteen, all in the same 10 minutes.
Or Camper Van Beethoven, for that matter.
Yes, or the song you just referenced. Here's Reynolds. Inside, tipped. And just about out of play with time about to expire. Alumni will make it live, and that's it. So Alumni holds off a final charge from the Olympic Club. But a little confusion here.
Well, the
ball, I think, was out off Alumni, but they allowed Alumni to make it live again.
The ball was tipped out by the Alumni player, which means possession to Olympic Club. Before Olympic Club could pick up the ball, the desk started the clock, and the time ran out. So there's less than a second remaining in this quarter, but they're going to have to play it out and wrestle in front of the goal a little bit, see if they can throw a hard pass in front of the goal and maybe a tip in.
So O Club. And that's it. So a little confusion, all worked out. 1 quarter complete in the third place game. Olympic Club leads Alumni 1-0. We're back after this. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Second quarter has begun. A 1-0 lead for Olympic Club. This is the third place game of the National League Championship. Nice save there. Sibley with the right. And Alumni still looking for that elusive first goal here. That one's off the bar. And Burton able to control.
It's Peter Sefton in the center position this time. Olympic Club able to play a lot of press, and they seem to be focused on playing press. Their center defender playing in front. Brian Alexander, big, strong center defender. The danger of that, of course, is getting excluded on the drive. Matt Burton drawing the exclusion there on the drive.
Good chance here for Alumni. And they score it. We're tied as Rigo converts on the power play. A 1-1 game, 6:41 to go in the first half.
Rigo with a high-risk shot early on a 6-on-5, but he's able to score, surprise the goalie and score. Had he not scored, possibly could have set his team up for a counterattack goal. Unexpected shot on 6-on-5. Actually, when Rigo's holding the ball, everyone should usually expect that he might shoot.
So you're saying he likes to shoot?
He likes to shoot, absolutely.
Kick out on Vavic.
Nikola Vavic did not hear the whistle on the original foul and interfered with a free throw. It's the player's responsibility to hear the whistle.
Leads to an O Club power play. Looking to go back in front. And they do. Peter Viralis, two-time Olympian, connects for a 2-1 lead for Olympic Club.
It's interesting, you see Alumni finally break through and score a goal, and on the ensuing offense, immediately give up a goal. That's no way to get ahead in the game.
That was the same problem we had in our last game.
Yes. being able to prevent a goal on the ensuing possession after your team scores is absolutely crucial. It's difficult because the other team has time to set up a play and can get their players in the right position.
Ball turns back over to Olympic Club. Here's Morales. Agramani goes inside, and that was a contra foul. And then an exclusion, so first things first, Sefton got the elbows up there as he turned inside. That was the contra, but then a little frustration with Lapine.
Yep, got his elbow up a little bit too high. Again, didn't hear the whistle. Might have wondered why he was completely open in front of the goal.
Yeah.
On him. But can be hard to hear the whistle sometimes.
Now officials explaining this to Olympic Club coach Chris Lathrop. Alumni calls for time.
You know, there are instances where if the referee feels that the defender's head was underwater when he committed the foul and legitimately did not hear the whistle, that he will not exclude the defender. He will stop the play and say it's a regular foul. But in other instances where the defender wasn't underwater, the assumption is that he has to hear the whistle, and if he interferes with a free throw after that, he's going to be excluded.
And out of the break, Alumni on the advantage. From the outside, a couple of fake sides already even. Vavic almost was taken down from that oncoming rush. Near side now, that is partially blocked off the bar. Rebound Olympic Club, and they're on their way.
Alumni with the 3 left-handers in on 6-on-5, reminiscent of the great Hungarian teams from the 2000s.
And I assure you they are flattered by the comparison. Shot clock to 3, Alexander. He's field blocked by Kevin Witt. But a rebound in front, Lapine is there with the left. On the second effort by the O Club. That was Mulcahy trying to stuff it home.
I don't know what it is, but I've seen more balls rebound to attacking teams this weekend, especially today. I've seen it a long time. Rigo draws the ejection on a drive.
Exclusion on Monsees. Alumni trailing 2-1, looking for an opportunity to even things. Here's Vavic. Takes a look. Lenhart around the perimeter. They work it. Good look inside. Kevin Witt fading away, but hitting.
Nice passing by Alumni there. And then with the left-hander on the post in that particular position, defenses usually aren't used to having a left-hander, 3 left-handers in at one time. That opens up a pass from the wing to the middle, as we just saw.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often.
Most teams don't have 3 lefties that they're willing to put in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
You think they'd be flattered to be being compared to Tibor Benedek, Gergely Kish, and Norbert Madarash?
I would say so. They're 3 pretty decorated water polo players.
Those guys were incredible for that run they went on.
There's a lot of good size on that Hungarian team too. Just recall Kish the Olympics, just a big guy with a big left-handed whip of a shot.
Oh my gosh, he was huge. They had it all: speed, size, great coaching, talent, everything, luck. was really incredible to watch how they just played with no fear and were able to just hit shots at important moments with utmost confidence.
2-2 game. Olympic Club, shot clock to 2, over the goal.
Counterattack opportunity here for Alumni. 4-on-3 if they go.
Here's Lenhart. Bad pass. Easy steal for Sefton.
Perfect example of how the counterattack needs to be trained. It was a very clear advantage for Alumni, but without practice and without working on these situations, you don't have the right structure and can't find the open player.
Monsees takes a look. Varales. Shot clock to 4. He tries a dangerous pass, looking to connect there with Ballerin, but a bad idea, taken away, and then the shot clock was about to expire.
Nice defense by Kevin Witt. Keeping his eyes on the ball, staying in good position and stealing the ball.
.220 to go, first half. Tied at 2. A lifetime sub here from Olympic Club. Get some fresh bodies out there. So they're down a guy for this possession, more or less. They try to go over the top again, but Burton's there for the steal.
Burton, again, good job watching the ball on that overpass. Sometimes defenders get caught face guarding or looking at the attacking player. It's important to stay in a passing lane between the ball and the attacker and watch the ball.
Speaking of passing lanes, Olympic Club steps in ahead of the pack. Easy does it here for O Club. Lapine denies it. Turns away that attempt from Mulcahy.
Great block by Lapine, but Alumni giving up too many turnovers in transition. That's going to really hurt them if they keep doing that.
Lapine, the 2012 Olympian. Now a beach handball goalkeeper. And succeeding quite well at that sport.
Beach handball?
Beach handball. He just won a gold medal with the U.S. Pan American team for beach handball.
I'm going to have to say I don't even know what that sport is. Like team handball on the
beach? The easy answer would be team handball on the beach, but power play here for Olympic Club. This time they score it. So Mulcahy stuffed it in close, but he gets it back on the outside. 3-2 O Club.
Colin Mulcahy with the ability to drop the ball down low to shoot around the block. Shoots cross cage for the goal.
This is what we've been calling the Dennis Eckersley release all weekend long. if you go sidearm. Yeah, Lapine got involved with the beach handball. We were talking about this yesterday. Had a roommate from college who played. They just needed some more guys. He obviously knows how to play goal. And he started playing kind of just to stay in shape, and then it turns out he's really good at it for the U.S. team, and now he's the goalie.
I'm going to plead ignorance. I mean, is it really team handball on the beach?
I mean, to be honest with you, I have not seen a game. I'm going off largely what I've read and been told from Shea.
Okay.
I presume it is that.
I'm going to have to go on to YouTube, I guess.
Vavic, a save there. The exclusion. And Olympic Club will call for time, leading 3-2 and looking at a chance to make it 4-2 before halftime.
That was a case on this latest exclusion where it's such a difficult call for the official, and a lot of times the contact is initiated by the counterattacking player who's able to pin down the arms of the player attempting to go to defense. And in that player's struggle to get free, it gives the impression that he's holding the attacking player when really the attacking player is the one who's holding. It's a really hard situation to get out of, and really what the defender needs, what the person going to defense needs to try to do is just turn his back and put his hands up and not get excluded in the backcourt. But sometimes you can't get your hands up if they're being held.
Olympic Club breaks their huddle. Alumni waiting on defense. It's part of that under the water stuff with water polo where you don't always know what's happening beneath the surface.
That's one of the things that is unique to our sport. You just give the impression to the referee of what's happening. It's not necessarily what's actually happening. It's the importance, is the impression.
Shot clock is off. Power play here for O Club as we wind down the first half. Here's Reynolds, Varales, and now Monsees. Just 3 seconds left. Reynolds with one, scores! Paul Reynolds on the power play goal with 1 second remaining in the first half, a 4-2 lead for Olympic Club.
Good ball movement by Olympic Club there, and posts were really aggressive, forcing the defense to really guard the post, which opened up Paul Reynolds behind for a catch and shoot.
Alumni doesn't get a shot off, and that brings an end to the first half. A strong finish from Olympic Club. Third place match, they're ahead 4-2. Here at the break, we're back with the opening sprint for the third quarter. After this, you're watching the National League Championship live from Berkeley, California. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
to you. The desert lonely nights won't break me, but I'll stand by you. It can take a billion days, but I see it through.
Third quarter underway in our third place game. Olympic Club and Alumni. O Club in the dark. They control the opening sprint. Alumni in the white. Dan Layson and Greg Meskel calling this one for you from Berkeley, California, home of the Cal Bears. And that one is tipped away. .30 seconds gone by here in the third, and Olympic Club turns it over.
That's Matt Burton and Peter Sefton working against each other, and Burton was able to get underneath Peter Sefton, forcing his arm up high, and that's an offensive foul. Two guys that played against each other in college quite a bit.
And they're matched up once again here on the perimeter. Easy save there for Sibley on the attempt near side from Vavic. On the other end now. Another turnover.
Burton able to reach around Sage Wright's shoulder and put the ball under.
Save there from Sibley, so a little slow on each end here offensively to start the third.
Alumni looks like they're lacking a little bit of the energy to get down the pool and play offense. Nikola Vavic trying to surprise Sibley there with a shot from the way out.
Sefton working inside, lost his cap, tries the push shot. Lapine there for the stop.
Strong.
Oh, but Sefton gets it back, and then a penalty.
Oh my goodness. Huge mistake there by Alumni.
They had the ball. They had that ball gathered. We'll have to try and get a replay of that after this.
Yeah.
After this ball is shot.
I was going to say it was a big power move by Peter Sefton, unable to score, and then
Sage Wright, and he scores it, and a 5-2 lead for Alumni.
Alumni here making some mistakes that's going to make it difficult for them to win this game, especially if they're having trouble scoring. They had a hard time scoring yesterday against Nyack too.
And I mean, they have scorers. They have people that can certainly shoot the ball, but haven't been able to really have that offensive explosion just yet.
They seem to be having problems with Olympic Club's center defenders, unable to establish consistent deep position at 2 meters. That makes the offense much more difficult.
Looking inside here, tip from behind, good defense, and Sibley there. Trying to work for Jacob Young, with Jacob Smith coming from behind for the tip away. Sefton again working down low. They put it into him. Goes for the turn and draws the exclusion. It'll go on Sarmento.
Peter Sefton proving difficult to handle for Alumni center defenders.
Yeah, he's been a tough cover here today, inside and outside. Skip shot there. Defender late getting over and almost kind of screened Lapine from seeing that ball, as the goal is scored by Sage Wright.
My impression of Alumni at this point is that they appear a little bit tired. And the Olympic Club has a lot of big physical players, physical defenders, and they seem to be swimming up and down the pool pretty well for a club, open level club team that has to train, you know, on their own and swim on their own.
And so a 6-2 lead now for Olympic Club, as they've been able to really expand what was a low-scoring, close game in the first half.
Sean Grab draws the exclusion, former UC Davis Aggie.
Cross pass there, a couple of fakes. And it's field blocked as it trickles in front of Sibley on the attempt there from Rigo. Sides are even.
It's pretty clear that Rigo wanted to shoot that ball. Just the way he was holding it and kind of leaning over to his right was giving away where he was going to shoot, making it easier to field block him. If he could keep his intentions hidden a little bit better, he might have that wraparound shot open.
Olympic Club with another. And Alumni will call for time as O Club and Mulcahy makes it a 7-2 game, and they have started to really blow things open here.
Nice cross-court pass to Mulcahy. Another fatal defensive mistake by Alumni of allowing the ball to cross from one wing to the other easily. Mulcahy able to catch and shoot and beat the goalkeeper with a quick shot.
Three unanswered here to start the third quarter from Olympic Club. This was a 4-2 game at half, and they have now opened it up.
Alumni really needs to regroup here and see if they can get something going on offense if they want to have any chance. How's that for genius color and commentary?
Dynamite analysis, as usual.
Scores 7-2 Olympic Club. If Alumni doesn't start scoring some goals here, they might lose the game.
Spot on with your thought-provoking analysis. Alumni trying to stop the bleeding here. They've allowed 3 straight to start this second half, under 4 to play in the third. Need someone to step up here on the offensive end. Looking for Burton. 3 caps converge, but he'll draw a power play.
Smart play by Matt Burton there to enter into the center position. Create a good opportunity to draw an exclusion.
Favich gives a look. Lenhart in close, there's a goal. Nice passing from Alumni, and it leads to a Matt Burton score. And how badly do they need that?
Badly. Nice pass from Lenhart to Matt Burton. Good finish too. He was able to get that ball off quick with 2 defenders on him.
3:05 to play in the third. A 7-3 lead for Olympic Club. Ordinary called. Shot clock to 3. And that pass will be left out in the open for Lapine to gather.
Alumni really dodged a bullet on that defense. They had multiple defenders out of position, somehow able to get out of it unscathed. Got to try to score at this end. Got Nikola Vavic working one-on-one on the wing.
Lenhart inside, too much on it. A steal for Sibley. Trying to get Sean Grab involved.
Grab made a strong turn move, but Mulcahy was able to keep his hands up and avoid the penalty or a 5-meter.
Agramani scores it.
No goal.
They say wave it off. He was inside the 5. But he looked a bit close.
He sure did. This is really an opportunity for Alumni if they can somehow gather the strength and energy to score a goal here.
It was interesting before you talked about guys that play well tired. I haven't heard too many people talk about kind of that as a skill.
Some players seem to be able to just be comfortable when they're tired and know how to catch a break during the play without getting exposed.
Right at the end of the shot clock, Lenhart is tipped out by Sibley.
It's really mental toughness also, and being able to exert the effort that's required to score a goal.
Ball tipped backwards. Sibley gathers. And we go the other way. And then we go the other way. Contra foul. O Club gives it right back.
This is really playing into Alumni's hands if they could just score. Olympic Club doesn't need to be trying to create these aggressive counterattack opportunities when they have a 4-goal lead. Give the referee an opportunity to step into the game.
A little over a minute to go in the third. A 7-3 lead for Olympic Club. And Alumni will draw a power play. A grab down low by Mulcahy. 6 on 5. Here's Vavic. Rigo puts it home. Andrew Rigo hitting on the power play. And now a 7-4 game under a minute to play in the third.
Alumni emerged from that stretch of play that went back and forth multiple times, victorious in that particular battle during the game. It's what they needed to stay in this game. Still down 3, though. That was a lot of effort required to score 1 goal.
Championship coming up next, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast. New York Athletic Club taking on USA Blue. But one more quarter to play in this third place game. Olympic Club, another offensive. They are giving Alumni life here, but then they throw it away. What a none. What an error by Alumni. Passing the ball back to the goalie, and it leads to a score for the Olympic Club.
Critical error. That's twice this game that in throwing the ball back to the goalie, they've actually thrown it to Olympic Club.
Marin Ballerin taking advantage
Of a ball that dropped right out of the air into his, he was actually beat getting back.
Probably could not believe his good fortune when that ball came down.
He did that on purpose.
Just how he drew it up.
Yep. That might be the one that sealed it.
Well, we still have a quarter to go, but you look back to all these different mistakes and errors, and Olympic Club left the door open by committing so many contra fouls, and Alumni really couldn't take advantage of all those.
And just the amount of effort that's required for Alumni to even score a goal, to give up one that easy at the other end is going to make it hard.
That's off the post from Kevin Witt. And Olympic Club will call for time with 12 seconds left.
I'm going to predict some type of a driving play with Paul Reynolds and Colin Mulcahy on this side of the pool. See if they can get one before the quarter's out.
If you're Alumni, what's being said on this side of things?
Watch out for Paul Reynolds and Colin Mulcahy. And any players that are lining up on the 5-meter line to shoot the ball.
Sure. Looking for that, perhaps that foul and shot at the 5.
Two centers in for Olympic Club right here.
And just 10 seconds to work with. Shot clock is off. Good look inside. The extra pass, and it's tipped home. Beautifully done out of the timeout, and Olympic Club and Ballerin heads another. So first the recipient of that pass that fell out of the sky, and then he's able to tip it home right in the front doorstep for a 9-4 lead.
I don't understand that defensively at all. There's no pressure on the ball, so he's able to pass freely to Colin Mulcahy, who drove right by his man as if he wasn't even there. And then the center with inside position.
Last chance here, and that's wide of the cage. And we're just about out of time in the third. I think they're going to say that Sibley got a piece of it, so they'll have to have him make it live. And by him, I mean Alumni. And looking across the way, there's Witt, but wave off that goal. Not enough time on the clock, and that's the end of 3 in the third quarter. The difference here, that may just be where the Olympic Club sealed third place. They take a 9-4 lead into the fourth. We're back with the final 8 minutes here in Berkeley. You're watching live on USA Water Polo TV.
USA!
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member owned and member operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Final quarter underway in the third place game, Olympic Club and Alumni. And the third quarter, telling the story here, it was a 4-2 game at half, and now 9-4 in favor of O Club. Alumni allowing another, Paul Reynolds on the board.
Paul Reynolds able to drive behind the center along the goal line, and he was open for about 10 seconds with no support. He got all the way to the other side of the goal. A wing defender needs to step back and try to help on that, but without communication, it's going to be tough to help.
And I'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge that Coach called the exact play Olympic Club ran at the end of the third quarter. It's almost as if they're listening into this broadcast. A drive towards the goal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Would have been more impressed if you picked something really outlandish, like an underwater play or 7 picks in a row.
Yeah, I mean, to say the play is going to Colin Mulcahy or Paul Reynolds is...
Field block and a catch for Lapine. (10-4) O Club in command here after the latest Reynolds goal. Rigo attempt goes wide.
I'm going to quote Chick Hearn right here, if I may, and say
As John Abdu would, so please do.
This one is in the fridge. The Jello's jiggling. What else? Butter's getting hard.
Yeah, I believe there was something about butter in there.
Yeah.
Here's Burton. (10-4). O Club ahead. This had the makings of a real competitive game in the first quarter, especially where we were scoreless for a while. That's off the bar. Burton the rebound. And Vavic off the mark.
I just think that it's Alumni's inability to generate anything on offense that has made it pretty much impossible for them to win.
On the other end, Morales goes inside. An exclusion.
It's strong.
Colin Mulcahy working hard down low.
It's a strong move by Colin Mulcahy. Always working, always hustling, always dangerous with and without the ball. Hard to guard, as they say.
Rigo goes off. Morales stopped by Lapine. And Alumni wards off the power play, and they will call for time with 5:05 to play. So, guess figuring no reason to save that timeout. 5 minutes to play, you're down 6. You're in a pretty tough spot here.
Care to make a prediction about what type of play they'll run?
Yes. I will venture, if he's in the pool, some sort of isolation for one of their lefties. Perhaps it's Vavic, perhaps Witt, maybe even Lenhart. What do you think?
I'm going to go with the drive across play and a post up from the wing.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's going to be from the 1-2 side, the right-handed driver's side.
Okay.
Drive across and post up, or drive across and 5-meter foul shot? Can I say either or do I have to pick one?
No, I think that's fair. Yeah. I mean, I offered 3 potential people that might get the ball, so.
They have the 3 lefty lineup in.
Let's see here.
See 2.
We got Lenhart out there. And Vavic. I don't see Witt, so. Here's Alumni looking for a goal out of the timeout. Little post and turn, and that worked nicely. Lance Morrison.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
That looked like the beach handball spin and shoot.
Shea Lapine happy to see it go in for his team. For those that are wondering, yes, Coach Layton has been watching beach handball YouTube videos during our timeouts. 10-5 game here in the 4th. This one all but decided here for 3rd place in the National League. Championship game. They're warming up right now. New York Athletic Club, USA Blue. And some more folks starting to show up here to fill out the stands. Great day to come out and watch, and only $5 admission at the door. And a chance really, Nyack versus USA Blue. Pretty much everyone but Nikola Vavic in the mix for a spot in Rio. That'll be in that game. They try and put it home in front, and that's off the post. Well, the opportunity there for Sarmento. Contra foul called. These we thought were going to come back to hurt Olympic Club earlier in the game, but they have lucked out.
Well, if you don't score off them, they don't hurt you. If you don't get scored off of them, I should say.
After the ordinary save there. And Olympic Club has gone to John Curley in the goal, replacing Sibley. Curley played a lot of time for Olympic Club in goal last year in the National League as well.
Pretty surprised to see the lack of contribution, really, from Nikola Vavic on the Alumni. He hasn't been as active as I know that he's capable of. I think maybe he's a little bit tired from his national team training, or maybe not as engaged.
Here's Sarmento, under 3 to play in the 4th, 10-5 Olympic Club. That national team training is exhausting. Vavic tries the backhand there to no avail. And Olympic Club will use their timeout here in the 4th. 2:48 to play. And a 10-5 lead for the O Club. Well, we look towards our championship game Dan, your thoughts on that one? Who do you feel like has the edge? Of course, Nyack undefeated. They've been steamrolling teams, but USA Blue has a lot of talent.
Well, when in doubt, experience is what counts a lot of the time, and Nyack has the experience. That being said, the USA team has a lot of really, really good players and some big defenders that can maybe handle John Mann and try to at least neutralize him. But I think that their goal should be to try to move on John Mann and try to maybe get him in foul trouble, get him out of the game, try to eliminate that strong 2-meter presence for Nyack, and then hold their other perimeter attackers in check, try to maybe pick some specific players to drop from rather than leaving, playing a normal zone where you're just going to leave maybe Tony Azevedo open to shoot. But we'll see what the strategy is. It might be that the USA team is going to have to play a national team strategy that they want to use at some point in a future competition. So they're not going to play specifically toward Nyack and just kind of play it straight up. We'll have to see what they do.
That one coming up at around 1:30, so about 20 minutes from now. Entry inside, and an exclusion. That'll go on Burton. Power play to Oak Club.
Do you recall the score the last time USA played Nyack?
I'd have to look back at our records here. Hang on, Dan, while I do some research for you.
Thank you.
Redirect in front, that's off the post. They played on week 3 back on April 2nd, and it was a New York win, 13-6. There's a goal for Alumni.
You're going to see a lot of these USA Blue players in better shape than they were at that point. And also, one of the things that they have going for them is they have several really, really strong 2-meter defenders. Alex Rolsa and Chancellor Ramirez.
Sure.
We'll see how they do against the likes of John Mann.
(10-6) now, 1:44 to go. Here's Varales. Ordinary. Thought about it, then passed on it, and they turn it over on him because he didn't put the ball in play immediately, but Varales arguing with the official about that one. On the other end now, stuffed by Curley.
Actually, the rule on that, Greg, is that in an international water polo, if you leg up, so to speak, like that to shoot a 5-meter foul shot and don't shoot it, it's a turnover. So you saw Peter go up like he was going to shoot, and he came down with the ball. It's a turnover.
And he was probably arguing that he only intended to pass that ball, but
Yeah, I think that he was inside the 5, so I don't know that it's the correct call.
yeah.
And I don't even know why that rule would exist in the first place. You should be able to do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
Why is it faking a shot is, I don't know. That makes no sense.
Here's outside 5 for Kevin Witt. And then he did not take that shot. I don't know if he was looking for maybe some interference. It didn't come. Under 40 seconds to play. Another outside 5 opportunity. And a delay there from Rigo, I think.
Offensive foul called
Rather Contra was the call.
on the wing down here on Nicola, working against Mulcahy, I think. Or the center position, I'm not sure which.
Final moments of this third place game. Olympic Club going to take third here. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds moving in unguarded and skips it in. 11-6.
That's one of the things about water polo that sometimes people find frustrating, and even coaches, is What's the point behind a rule that says if I'm on the 5-meter line and I leg up and I don't shoot, why should that be a turnover? What's the intention behind that rule? And does it really create what it's intended to create? You know, we talked yesterday about the 5-meter line, how that was intended to sort of open the game, and all it's done is created another wrestling position on the outside.
Yeah, it's like the deception achieved by doing that so great that it's derailing the rest of the game.
That's why some of these rules that come down through FINA are just, they don't seem to get at the real root of the issue.
In the meantime, that's the final horn, and the Olympic Club wins this one going away 11-6. They claim third place at the 2016 National League Championship. Coming up next, our first place match, New York Athletic Club, USA Blue. Come back and join us at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see you then here in Berkeley.
Let's get a big round of applause for third place finishers. Gentlemen awarded, we have 10 minutes till intros, 10 minutes of warm-up till introductions.